might turn out to be my easiest review of 2023. We shall see. Oh, yo, yo. All right. Relegation Whistle. Let it rip. Sorry, Solomon. And I've said it many times. Okay, maybe half a dozen times over the last 6 years. You know, when I think of Solomon, obviously I think about ripping it in the mountains, ripping it in the trails. Don't forget, Solomon, if you watch this review, I love you. And I use your trail shoes. I think they're actually hanging up over there. I use your trail shoes for fast mountain racing and mountain FKTs. Like, don't get me wrong, when you hear what I'm about to say, it's not that I don't love you. I just struggle a little bit in the road department. That's all. That's all. Here we go. Before I forget. So, full review scores on your screen now. Soak them in. All right, soak them in. And I really appreciate the breathability of this upper. I really do. And I'll just let it breathe, let it breathe. There is the drop. All right, we'll get the weight on the screen as well pretty soon. Actually, impressive weight. I was actually kind of shocked. I think it was about 7.7 in my size. That's good in my so this is a daily trainer road shoe from Solomon. But this is my number one drawback. You know when you put on a shirt, a t-shirt, and the neck is just like the collar, but the hole, the actual hole that wraps around your neck, it's just too big. That's what's happening in the collar of the Solomon AeroVolt. All right, so there you go. From there to there, from the heel counter to the top of the tongue, it's the length is quite long. All right, and it didn't lock down very well, which impacted the upper scores tremendously. Also, the heel counter, I wouldn't mind a little extra padding in there, and the lockdown through the eyelet chain and the laces, like, it just was a little rough. Also, maybe it's the European fit, I don't know, but plenty of room through the toe box. Not so bad with the width, but again, the length was just kind of long, and I was swimming around inside that toe box through the testing. So I struggled with the upper on the Solomon AeroVolt. Oh, ride and energy return. Okay, let's just do it here. I don't think it was horrible. Oh man, yeah. 48, I'm getting on that side, so that's pretty high. 45 on the medial side. So it's just not and it's called their energy foam midsole. It's not bad for Solomon. All right, it's not bad, and I think Solomon is always traditionally ran firm. Whether it's the trail shoes, and especially 2, 3, 4 years ago, like, oh my goodness, they're trainers on the trails and, whatever road shoes they were putting out at that, like, I don't know what it is. They just like a firmer ride, but I think they have started to open up a little bit for their midsole foams, but still, compared to all the other American like, it's not very soft, all right, through that thumb test at all. Even the energy return, like, it's not throwing my thumbs back at me. And in fact, it's an EVA blend, which, you know what we think about EVA here in the studio, all right? Outsole, I like the decoupled groove. I like it. I like the outsole. It's good, not bad at all. It's a little decoupled groove, they call it their geometric decoupling is what they say there on the outsole, and I like the fact that it's not totally plastered. It could probably lighten up a little bit through the midfoot, but not a horrible outsole either. Okay, there you have it. Price point, it's come down, but brand new, it was $150. All right, so that's getting up there. That's actually quite a bit up there, $150, which is why the price point score is at a 6. I do see it going the distance. 9 for the durability, they don't mess around. That's for sure. Solomon's build quality is always pretty high. All right, I'm actually seeing 0 creasing. Granted, I did not take it to 50 miles. Did I explain why? Like, it's just too. It's basically the fit and also just the feel of the ride. Like, it just wasn't for me to take it to 50 miles. There's the mileage on your screen. Total. Final full review score. I think we didn't even, I think it was like in low 6s. So whenever you're low 6s, that's no good. You know, even high 6s is not great, but low 6s is kind of rough. And again, some people, if you prefer a firmer ride, I know you're out there, this might work for you. For me, just not quite doing it for me in 2023. But we'll see. Solomon, don't, you know, don't keep sending me shoes. I'll keep trying, but I just got to tell it straight here in the Studio Shoe. Actually, that's a good question of the day. What was the last road running shoe that you had to send back? Or you just said, you know what, I'm going to donate these. They're just not working for me. You gave them 2 runs, 3 runs, maybe 5 runs, and you just kept trying and trying, but you had to just give them away. All right, that's the case right now. And remember that, was it the Aero Glide from Solomon? Ooh, if I can find, I'll put the full review score on the screen. I think it was the Aero Glide right now. If I'm not mistaken, that shoe got a higher score. It should have. All right, so don't write off Solomon completely in the road department. Onward we go. We'll toss it to Solomon Running Shoe Playlist. Solomon Running Shoe Playlist right there. Onward. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.